Hey guys, Jeff here with Ghost Knight Gaming, and we are back for another cosplay vlog. I know it's too many days late, but like I said in a couple of my posts on Facebook and Instagram, I was pretty sick earlier this week, so couldn't really do a whole heck of a lot. I had to cancel at least one stream, almost cancel a second. So, kind of playing a bit of catch up here, trying to get a couple other things done, get a couple of things on track. Didn't get a chance to get some of the work done. I'm still sniffly, so you'll have to pardon me if I'm very nasally for this video. Other than that, I'm trying to keep busy. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to show later, probably on Monday, for the next cosplay vlog. Kind of give me a chance to finish those up and feel comfortable with how they look and kind of showing them off. But I did want to take time to kind of show you this guy. So it's not 100% done. I'm kind of cheating. I didn't do all of the sides of the heads yet, just because it's a lot of tracing work. I mean, I could probably come up with a template for it, but I did it all by hand and then actually added in the details and the weathering myself. So, you know, for the most part, I'm still pretty happy with how it turned out. And we're going to take a couple of minutes and I'm just going to kind of explain what I used for pretty much every part of this little guy, and I'll show you a couple of the other things I did and what I'm kind of working on for the next little while. So basically, to break it down, this is using a combination of the clay foam, or the new clay foam stuff that everybody's been talking about, everywhere from Kamui to smaller cosplayers, balsa wood, regular craft foam, leather, and then the actual handle is wood. So the handle itself is just a wooden dowel that I stained to get the more grayish. It doesn't really look too gray in the video feed that I'm looking at right now, but it's a little bit grayish there. Most of these bits here, that's all craft foam for there. The actual two heads, the two pokey heads there, that's using the clay foam just to kind of get that look. I like how I can do it. I could have made them pointier, which is what the original looks like. It's very pointy. But I opted to just make it a little bit duller, just for the sake of that. Plus, even this end here is done with the clay foam as well. The handle, the actual grip is leather, actual leather that's been glued on and attached. I do have one little thing I have to add for some detailing here, but that'll come a little bit later when I get a chance to do that. And then finally, the heads are balsa wood. I actually tossed back and forth how I was going to do these. Originally, I was going to do them out of hard insulation foam, but I found the hard insulation foam that I had was a little bit too thick for how I wanted to attach it and how it would look. Because if you actually look at the image, the blade heads are fairly thin, even in the original image. So I didn't want to get a ton of thickness and then have to really sand it down. And I considered regular EVA foam, the thinner stuff. I can't think of the size for the life of me right now. It's 1/4 inch, but everybody else uses the millimeter measurement for it. But I use 1/4 inch. The thing is, I don't think it would have held up shape as well. Like I think, you know, because if I set this down or anything like that, they would have kind of just splayed out, and they would have maintained their shape very well. So I went with balsa wood for the head, or the heads for this, just because I like how easy it is to work with. It's not as secure as maybe I would like it to be, but I can think of other ways to do that better the next time I have to make something like this, and make sure that it all stays well attached, and I'm happy with that. And then for the painting, or actually for the little nubs, because I love talking about these things, these little guys here, here, and up here, you know, those are actually googly eyes. I don't have any right beside me right now, but they make great rivets and, you know, nail heads and stuff like that. You know, just everywhere they make a little bit of sound. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear that with the background sound that comes from this mic. But, you know, yeah. So I use those for that detailing, and then I get that nice little detail. Then it's acrylic paint for pretty much everything except for the stain. So that's actual wood stain, what I use there. And then acrylic paint and a bit of Sharpie to do the detailing. So, and then from there, some more acrylic dry brushed on to kind of weather it and darken it up in different places. You know, some of them are a little too dark, but I could splay that with a bit of silver later on, should I want to. So yeah, that's that's the Skyrim Steel Mace. Right there. Made out of pretty much stuff you can get just about anywhere. And all in all, I think the stain was the most expensive thing I bought. Actually, leather. Sorry, correction is the leather. The leather piece, I think I got a coupon for it. I think I spent $9 on the whole leather thing and used about half for this. So that was probably the most expensive part of it. The dowel was maybe $2. The balsa wood was maybe $5 or $6. The acrylic paints I got at the dollar store for $1 a piece, you know, and I actually used a lot of paint on this, so you know, Sharpie there. These guys are like $1 at the dollar store to get a whole ton of them, schwack of them. I mean, the craft foam or the clay foam, you know, can be a little bit expensive, but you can use it in a lot of things, and it lasts for a fair while, even for the smaller tubs. So that's kind of awesome and will be worth its value. And I'm definitely going to be trying more different, unique ways to play with that, whether it's craft detailing, so, you know, kind of cheating instead of having to use Warbler to do some of those really fine, excellent details on a project. I'm going to try this clay foam and see how that looks on different armor pieces and weapon pieces, and we'll kind of see how it looks as we experiment. And I've got a couple of more grand experiments with it that'll be coming relatively soon once I'm brave enough to try these certain experiments. So yeah, so that's the Steel Mace. Put that off the side. I've been working on more belt pouches. I've got 4 of these done, and they'll get attached to this little guy, this little belt. You know, it's definitely, and it doesn't even fit over my head. So this is definitely not for me. This is for my 3-year-old. We're working on Deku for him. You know, belt, pouches, mask piece. I was originally just going to have it just come around, and he was just going to slip it over his head. It's a little too tight for that, so all I'm doing is I'm going to create a Velcro piece, attach that to the back of here, and voila, that's going to be detachable. It's going to go around his neck nice and comfortably. It's not too tight, and it gets the right look. And then from there, I just have to detail and paint this bit, and that part will be good to go. I got to add some buttons to these so they actually fold down and clip, and then clip shut, and he can actually put stuff in them. And it'll get attached to his belt, and he'll have his little superhero belt. We'll get it all painted up in the right colors. And then it's some of the rest of the details that I gotta go from there. So at least some of the base equipment or the base details for Deku are almost done. So we're working on that and getting that done. I am still working on War Machine. That one is a big project. I'm trying to get it done for Edmonton Comic Expo, but realistically right now, my life is kind of interfering with that. I started way too late for this build, considering I was doing, this is all stuff I'm learning from scratch. You know, I've had to play around with the chest piece. You know, there's most of the base chest piece done, but it's too small going around me. So I actually had to cut this piece off so that I can extend it so I can build up the back here a bit more so that it gets a full back piece. So that'll be a full piece that'll go over and all around. So I still have that to do. I'm puttering around with the helmet. If you've been paying attention to my Instagram, I've posted a couple of pictures of that. I'm almost done the base build of the helmet, but I'm a little worried about its shaping. It's not shaping exactly. I could have sworn it was right beside me. I think it's buried behind something, so I'm not going to grab it right now. But it's not my favorite as far as look. And it's definitely something I'm going to have to look at and build again. But a lot of this armor for this one is going to be something that I'm going to be able to take bits and parts of it and upgrade them as I need to, whether it's building a new chest piece, building a new helmet, other stuff like that. I want this armor to be very modular. You'll get what I mean once I get closer to completion, and if I can get it in time, and, well, wish me good luck, because that's less than 3 weeks from now. We'll see how that turns out. I mean, some of this didn't take very long for me to do once I was able to have some time to do it. So odds are, if I get, you know, a couple hours here and there, and I can just sit down and build parts, that may take half a day to finish what I want to do with my breastplate. Really should have turned off my ringtone. Whoopsie. And then that will be mostly done. I've got a couple of things I have to look at for it that I'm not sure how I'm going to do yet, but I don't want to stress about it. But the other thing is I don't want to stress about this this build, because if I stress about it, I'm going to rush it. Like, there's a lot of stuff I have to sand and fill in to get it looking its best, so I'm going to try to take that time to do that. So if it doesn't get done in time, it's unfortunate, but that's my fault. I started so late because I had way too many excuses and not enough reasons to start it sooner. So we're going to try to do what we can, but we're not going to rush it more than we're able. I've got a couple other things already ready for this, so a bit of cleanup for those guys, some repair work on one, and I should be ready to go anyway, and I have a couple outfits ready for that. So I've rambled on long enough. Hopefully you guys enjoyed checking this out. If you guys want to see more stuff about how I built some of these things or how some of this stuff works, be sure to let me know in the comments below, or chat me up on Instagram or on Facebook or even on Twitter. I also do have a Ko-fi account as well, so if you want to support this stuff, it makes it a whole lot easier to go back and go, I'm going to do a tutorial on this, because that'll help pay for additional materials and the time that I need to be able to record said videos to go, this is how you make this. So if you guys want to support that, definitely head over and click on that link down below. Sorry for the cough. And be sure to check out my other videos if you guys enjoy this. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like that. Turn on those notifications. That way you know when I've got another video up. And I've got some more gaming videos coming up relatively soon. One that I just have to edit, and I don't have any excuses on that one. That one's just going to get edited because it doesn't take long, and that one actually should look pretty good. And it's related to one of the games I've been playing in the last little while. So that's it for me for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your week. I will see you again on my usual scheduled time on Monday, and we'll do more cosplay stuff. Have fun, guys. Keep gaming, and I'll see you later.